Boy Anthony here. Was off yesterday, but now I gotta get up and get on out to work. Don't want to go, but I have to go. So yeah, my people, just inviting you guys to join my live and be with me on my journey to work. Yeah. So I'm gonna be rolling right now. So let me go on my way. Yeah. So yeah, my people, welcome everyone. Please join me on my way as I travel to my job. Well, now, my people, I don't know if you guys saw the news, where this Jamaican family is, where this Jamaican family is being unalive, in New Jersey here. The guy who did it is also a Jamaican. So I just want to talk about it a little bit, it's a terrible tragedy. You know what I mean? The guy, is his wife. I think she became his ex. You know, the guy was having a history of domestic violence against her. You know, and she moved out and went to her parents with her three children that they have. And the guy decided that he's gonna done it all. He's gonna finish everything because he has this history of domestic violence with the wife. She couldn't take it anymore. She moved to her parents' place with the children. You know, and then prior to that, a month before that, he was arrested for the same domestic violence. And not only the domestic violence, he was arrested for threatening her, you know, and they arrested him. But somehow they let him out and he made good on his threat. He went to the house with a gun. He went to the house with a gun and he unalived the grandfather, he unalived the grandmother, and his wife, his ex-wife, was running down the street for her life. And that animal, he ran the lady down in the street and shot her down like a dog. What an animal he is. That guy should never have been on the road, because a month prior to that, he made a serious threat on her life. And see there now, he made good on his threat. Now, the only thing about it that the only good that came out of it is that the three children were not physically harmed, you know. And we thank God that the children were not physically harmed. Now those three children are going to be growing up for the rest of their life without the love of their grandmother, their grandfather, and their mother. And also their father, because the moron took his own life. Yes, the animal took his own life. I forgot his name. I think it's something like Vaughn or something. I don't remember his full name. This guy is an animal, and he shouldn't have been on the street because he was locked up a month ago for the threatening of his wife life. So right there, the system has failed the family. You know, the system has failed the family. That guy shouldn't never be on the street because it's not just a month ago he did it. He has a history of it. What is wrong with some of these men? Why do they believe that when they're married to a woman or they have children with a woman, they own the woman? You don't own the woman don't own you. The marriage paper will state that you are in a contract, a marriage contractual agreement to love each other and be with each other. It didn't say on the marriage certificate that you own each other. No. So who gives you the right to be beating on her and to take her life? Stupid. What does he gain? Nothing. Because everybody is unalive. Everybody is unalive. Who is suffering now? The children. Growing up without their parents. Growing up without their grandfather and their grandmother who love them so dearly. This moron. If you look at the guy picture, you can, and because they show this picture, if you look at this picture, you can see evil in the guy's face. You can see evil in the guy's face. He looks wild and wicked. That's a terrible tragedy, man. Come on, man. What's wrong with these men? Why can't they why can't some of these men deal with rejection? And some of you ladies must, when you're getting into a relationship, you must have ways of vetting out that person. Look for red flags. You know what I mean? Look for red flags, ladies. Just don't jump in, deep in, and then the next thing you know, you start getting abused. Next thing you know, they start threatening you. And next thing you know, it took your life away. Know who you are dealing with. Know who you are going to build with. Right? And some men must understand that you cannot beat a woman for her to love you. She ain't going to love you. Beating a woman to stay with you and love you ain't going to work. You understand? You have to treat a woman with respect. Treat a woman with love. You understand? And you find a good woman, treat her with love. If you have a woman and cannot match and cannot get along, end the relationship and go about your business. Why stay in a toxic relationship? Next thing you know, domestic violence start to play a role in it. Come on, man. What's wrong with some of these men? You don't own the woman. The woman is not a piece of property or a car or a house that you bought. She has her own life. She has a way of thinking for herself. She has her own brain. If you're not treating her right, then she's going to think otherwise. Sometimes a lot of these women, these things happen to them because they're so, they're so naive, because sometimes when the right man comes along who loves them and want to, take care of them and so on, they reject them for somebody who doesn't have any true love or feelings for them, This is a tragedy, man. Those three children are gonna grow up for the rest of their life. No fatherly love, no motherly love, no grandfather love, no grandmother love. You know what I mean? I'm so happy the moron didn't, turn the gun on the children. You know what I mean? To show you how wicked that guy is, and he planned everything. He decided to finish everything. The guy, when the cops came, the guy went back to the house and turned the gun on himself. The guy took his own life. I mean, what has he achieved? Huh? Right here in Jersey. Right here in Jersey, in Union area, I'm going to work. Yep. I live in Orange, Union where I work. Jamaican family. You know what I mean? Everybody's Jamaican. Grandfather is Jamaican. Grandmother is Jamaican. He's Jamaican. The girl is Jamaican. You understand? I think the girl is something like 37 years old. She's pretty young. You know what I mean? And this moron, this animal, decide to take the woman's life. And not only her life, the grandmother and the grandfather's life. You understand? And the man, the grandfather is a man who does like child services. Everybody at his workplace was, speaking how wonderful he was, how he was a good person, and how much they miss him around the office. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in. And if I'm not, looking at your names and giving a shout out to you guys, it's because I'm driving, and I gotta keep my eyes on the road because I don't want to get in an accident. So forgive me for not, acknowledging your names and things like that. But a big up to you all, and thank you all for joining in very much. Yeah, this guy, man, I don't know what went into him. I don't know what came over him. Eh? You cannot force a woman to love you. You cannot force a woman to love you. If a woman love you and truly love you, she's gonna love you. You understand? But you trying to force her to love you, beating her, domestically, abusing her, you're not gonna get that loyalty and love from her. She's gonna totally change from you. You understand? Women nowadays, men have to understand them. You understand? Women is not like, back in the 1900 and things like that. We're in the 21st century now. The women are different from those days. You understand? So if you find you're with a woman and I mean she's not dealing with you, she's not cooperating with you in the relationship. If you're abusing the woman and the woman decide to, leave, let her go. What's wrong with you? Who do you think you are? You think you own this woman? You don't own the woman. No woman don't own no man. No man don't own no woman. We all decide that we're gonna love each other and be with each other and build a life with each other. You understand? The marriage certificate does not say you own each other. It says that you agree to be with each other for the rest of your life. That's what it says. You understand? Some men are born stupid, man. Wicked guy. Look what he did. Kill the grandmother and the grandfather and his wife, and then turn the gun on himself. What an evil piece of scumbag. What an evil piece of scumbag. Oh my God. Yo, something some ladies or some women have to go through, man, with some animals. You understand? Women are not our punching bag. They are not our slaves. You understand? Some men feel they should handle women as slave and feel that anytime they don't agree with the woman, they should be physically harming them. Hell no. Woman was made to be our equal because without women, we cannot multiply the generation. You understand? Without man and woman, we cannot multiply and replenish the earth. So they are our equal and should be treated as such. What's wrong with these animals who feel they can just go around beating up on the women them and taking their lives because women decided they have enough, they don't want to be with you anymore? Move on, man. Move on. It's not only one woman in the world. There are many women in the world. There are many women in the world. Women out there who doesn't even have a man. Good women too. You can find them. I mean, it will take a little while to find them, but you will find a good woman who can be your match. You understand? You're a woman, cannot cooperate and you're not much. Move on and find somebody else. The woman decides she don't want to be with you, accept it. Just get up every day. I want to just get up and, physical abuse in the ladies. You know what I mean? We understand that some ladies, don't have any loyalty and at times they behave bad and things like that. We understand that. But that doesn't say we should be beating up on them and taking their lives. No, it's not right. No man own a woman. No woman own a man. Yeah, we were created to be with each other. But that doesn't say we own them. You understand? So if you're having problems in your relationship and your relationship becomes toxic, get out of it. Go find somebody who can be loyal to you. That's what I'm telling you, ladies. When you're looking somebody to be with, look for the red flags for a good while first. And when you see red flags, then you'll know that that person isn't the one. Because when you see the red flags, you're gonna know that down the line, there's gonna be problems. You have to observe how a man deal with you, because some of these men are so aggressive. You know what I mean? Some men don't know how to deal with a woman, how to speak to a woman. You know what I mean? And some women too, because a lot of these women nowadays they cause a lot of problem on themselves because they be talking down to you and talk to you anyhow they feel like. You understand? They don't have any respect and things like that. And so they cause a lot of physical harm on them because some men don't have that patience to control themselves. Some men cannot emotionally control themselves. The first thing that comes to their mind is physical abuse. So, yeah, ladies, know who you are talking to, know who you are going to build a life with, know who you're going to marry to. A lot of these men are animals. They will take your life. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, your boy Anthony here. I've just reached my work. So I'm going to be going inside, but I'm going to be putting my speaker inside first because, I play a little music in the night while I'm on the work. And then I'm going to be parking my car and get inside. So thank you all for, being with me on my journey to work. Thank you very much. And see you guys in the next video. That is what I go on.